All dressed up, nowhere to go.
Hello and welcome to Olivia's book review. I read a couple of really good books this month, so let's talk about them. Number one is Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It by Kamal, Ravikant. So the author was an entrepreneur in Silicon Valley. He was not loving his life. Things were going poorly in his business and his personal life, and mentally and physically. His business ended up failing. His body kind of ended up failing him too, and his relationships were falling apart. So what he ends up doing is, well, first he kind of gets depressed, and then he's like, okay, I need to fix something. And he realizes there's a lack of self-love going on. So he starts to go on a journey, a declaration to himself to love himself fully, completely and totally love himself. So one of the first things he starts to do is literally every single day, just thinking over and over and over again, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. He would be talking to people and he would just continually be thinking, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. And then there's way more to the book, but it pretty much just talks about how he went from a deep lack of self-love to self-love and how his entire life just changed. It's so good. I read the audiobook, so I just consumed it nice and quickly. It's about an hour and 45 minutes, super short. You literally can read it halfway to work, the other half when you come back. Or if you have a day off, literally just sit down and listen to it or read it, whatever you prefer. I listened to it 3 times because I could. It's literally that easy to consume. Kamal actually does his own audiobook, so you get to hear the story from his voice, literally. And I really like when authors do that. Which brings me to my next book, Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes. Oh my god, this book was so good. Shonda Rhimes is hilarious. If you don't know who she is the writer of Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, and How to Get Away with Murder. She's phenomenal. So she wrote this book because one day, a couple of years ago, her sister told her once, dang, Shonda, you never say yes to anything. Yo, and that hit Shonda hard. She sat on that. She thought about it. She went home and dreamt about it. She had nightmares about it. And then she was like, okay, I gotta do something about this. I don't say yes to anything. I don't say yes to anything. I gotta say yes to everything. And that became the Year of Yes, which turned into this book. Just like Kamal Ravikant's Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It, you see these people from the outside who seem to be really successful when the truth is they may not feel that way, or life may not actually be so fabulous as we may think it to be. Not all that glitters is gold, right? So this book is really good because Shonda Rhimes is honestly just a great writer. And she reads it herself, so it's just dang hilarious. If you like Scandal, Grey's Anatomy, How to Get Away with Murder, you're gonna love this. I think you're gonna love this because you're gonna get to go inside the head of the writer of all those shows, so that's pretty cool. Year of Yes! This next book is called A Man Called Uwe by Fredrik Backman. Oh dang, this book was so cute. I love this book. It was about a man called Uwe who lost his wife and he's figuring out how to live alone. And he's a grumpy guy. And I love grumpy old men because they're just hilarious. So the book is funny without trying to be funny because Uwe is just you just kind of laugh at him, everything he does. And he gets new neighbors and he has to kind of deal with his old mentality with his neighbors who are just they're younger than him. So they're from a different generation, so it's showing his relationship with them and how it grows. And the book is just really, really cute. You just get to see relationships flourish and how Uwe's mindset changes throughout the book and how his heart, well, that was once very cold and hard, becomes something else. I recommend it if you kind of like those good old school type movies where there's an old man and then something softens his heart. That's pretty much what the book is about. And I heard they're making a movie out of it and I'm so excited about that because I'm watching it. I'm gonna watch it in the theaters. That book was so good, so recommend it. I love reading so much, or just consuming books, because I also, listen to audiobooks. Every book you read, it's somebody's knowledge and someone's experience. You're gonna take something from everything you read. Don't just read the posts on Facebook, go through magazines. Read something of substance. There's so much bad news out there. You might as well consume something that's good for you and you can learn from and can make you feel good, or put more love into the world because you read this book that helps you figure out a problem and you can help somebody else with it. There's knowledge in books. If you read them, then you can consume it, learn from it. Just be smarter. Get out there and read.
All dressed up.